All right, join me on page 393, the Go Math textbook. This is chapter 10, lesson 2. Let's get right to it. On the grid, draw a rectangle with a base of 6 and a height of 5. Okay, so base of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if I did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And a height of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my rectangle. Okay. What is the area of the rectangle? Well, if it is 5 by 6, that would be 30 units squared. And when you use it on grid paper, you could just count the boxes inside as well, and you'd find 30. Okay. B, trace the rectangle onto tracing. We're not going to do that step. Draw a diagonal line from the top left corner to the lower right corner. Okay, that we can do. I'm going to pause the video real quick because I'm going to go get my straight edge. All right, I'm back. So now that I have my straight edge, and if you need a straight edge, just raise your hand. I'll give you one. Now that I have my straight edge, I can follow this direction. Draw a diagonal from the top left, so right up here, down to the bottom right. And again, it's kind of hard to keep it straight, but that's pretty good. Let's, well, uh-oh, erase the whole thing on accident. All right, let's get that back. Again, not perfect, but cut out the rectangle. We're not going to cut these out. Then cut along the diagonal to divide the rectangle into two right triangles. So you see we have a triangle here and a right triangle here. Okay. Congruent figures are the same shape and size. Are the two right triangles congruent? Yeah, they're cut exactly in half, and if we did cut them out, we could place them right on top of each other, and they would perfectly cover each other. So, yes, would be my answer there. How is the area of each right triangle related to the area of the rectangle? Well, we cut this rectangle in half, so the area of each, and they want us to compare the triangle to the rectangle, so the area of each triangle is exactly half the area of the rectangle. So since we know the rectangle is 30 square units, and this line cuts the rectangle exactly in half, then we know that each of these triangles, excuse me, each of these triangles are going to have half the area of the rectangle as a whole, because we cut it in half, right? Just because we didn't cut it right down the middle doesn't mean we didn't cut it in half. Okay, think about when mom or dad make you a sandwich, and they cut it in half. Maybe when you were younger, they may have cut it in half, and some parents cut it right down the center. Some parents cut it right down the center, and you would get two halves. But some parents like to cut it diagonal, or some kids like it cut diagonal. And either way, though, they're still cutting the sandwich in half. And so what is the area of each triangle? Well, it'd be half of the area of the whole rectangle. So the area of each triangle would be 15 units squared, because 15 plus 15 is 30. So if we took this side of the triangle plus this side of the triangle, we get back to the whole rectangle. And so this triangle plus this triangle should equal 30. And if they're both 15, 15 plus 15 gets me back to 30. So that's the whole rectangle. So each triangle is 30, or excuse me, each triangle is 15 units squared. And so the whole rectangle would be 30 units squared if you put them both back together. All right, again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to raise your hand. So you can see with finding the area of the triangle, there's a formula for this as well. To find the area, A, you have to take the base times the height, just like before, base times the height, and then multiply it by 1/2 or divide it by 2. They both mean the same thing, so either one of these are, they both mean the same thing. Okay, both of those equations mean the same thing. And then you just plug in the numbers and solve. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.